stayed awake last night, 'cause I couldn't close my eyes and see you another night. I drove myself crazy thinking you'd take my wildest dreams and tear them all to the ground. So I tried to create.
Hey guys, I'm doing a huge giveaway. All you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. Leave a comment down below with your in-game name, in-game ID, and the skin you want that's under 300 diamonds. So with that, best luck, and I'll see you in the video.
I am Grock.
That's actually a pretty felt imitation impression of I am Guru. But yo guys, welcome back to Team Assassination. How's it been doing today? And today we're bringing to you a gameplay of Grock, okay? Glorious Legend ranked gameplay of Grock. Now, obviously, I recently developed, because after the Indonesia trip, the Jakarta trip, when Grock was released, I never really got a chance to play the champion, same as Argus. So, because of that, we're now able to release too many gameplays regarding the new champion. And a lot of people have been asking, Dave, how is Grock? Do a review on Grock, you know, is Grock a useful tank? And because I wasn't able to play him, I couldn't give you an answer, right? But now, after a whole evening of Grock games, and I realized that this champion is actually really strong. And in fact, if played correctly, can be one of the most impactful tank in the game in the current meta right now. And it's actually so underrated because most people think that he's useless. But with the recent buff where Grock is completely immune to quad control when he uses first abilities when he's next to a wall, he's actually insanely strong. His damage is kind of like Akai before Akai was nerfed, and on top of it was more than that actually. And his damage, well, equal. Okay, let's just say a lot of damage. And he has quite a bit of quad control. And again, when he uses the first ability, he can no longer be slowed. I mean, he cannot be quad controlled. It's really good. And in this video specifically, we're gonna talk about building Grock with full cooldown reduction. Okay, so we're going to take Magic Shoes, the Dominant Size, and Oracle, which give us about 35% cooldown reduction, plus the cooldown reduction from our tank emblem sets, which give us 40%. This is like, you know, or close to, you know, which is really good. I think a good item that you can get on this guy is also the item that give you HP and mana regeneration, because I do find Grock running out of mana quite fast because how often I cast my first ability. Here we saw enemy team taking the river crab here. We come here, take the river crab. I'm level 4 instantly, use my wall, block their escape, and use my ultimate. Look how much damage you're able to do. 1-0, and Alucard jumped in, they just instantly evaporated, you know? It's freaking insane. The Grock damage early on is just absolutely insane, and there's not too much counter to it, you know? So, as you can see here, we're going to use our first ability, fully charged. We can get a melee to 1 HP, melee minion to 1 HP. That's insane. You know, you don't have that much damage on any other champion except for Grock. You know, right afterwards, I'm completely out of mana, so I told Alucard to give me this mana minion. Because right now, minions in the jungle has a meaning, you know. So you can't just randomly take it. Especially a minion like this, you take it, you get half your minion mana back. You want to give to people who need mana. Now, obviously, upcoming patches, they are going to patch it up where you're no longer going to get that much mana back. I think you're going to get a tiny little bit. So, for champion like Grock, when you run out of mana, you're going to have some, you know, serious mana problem. Here, you can see that we use our first ability, we use our second ability in ultimate, and follow up with our first. You can see how much damage you're able to do, like, you know, on Rafaela. Obviously, shield up and use the ultimate. And for La Plapu, and just the instant when he was using ultimate, because I had my first ability on, and I wasn't getting quad control. Here was something that I unintentionally did. Obviously, I tried to block Rafaela from escaping, but ended up choking my own teammate, and somehow I wasn't able to move here, so I just died. But either way, I don't think I was able to escape anyways. But it was hilarious. And obviously Rafaela tried to chase, and I saw an opportunity where she get close to a wall, and I jumped towards the wall with my ultimate, and she just instantly died again. You know, so much damage, and And at the same time, you want to pay attention to. I think it takes time to get used to how, like, your wall, right, to really position really well. Because right now, with a lot of games I played yesterday, I still throw walls not at the perfect location I wanted, because obviously this wall has, you can position where you want to send it to in the maximum distance that you can. So it's actually quite difficult sometimes, because in a team fight there's only a slight of a second that you can't really think, and then you have to act right away, right? So and right after that we see that our entire team is going top lane. Rafaela and La Pull-Up was still bottom, and then we just come here and clean the bottom wave. And whenever I have my first ability, you will notice me using that all the time, right, to clean the wave really fast. And after that, I'm gonna harass this guy. The reason more of doing that was just to practice. I just want to practice the wall. And when you play Grock, that's what you want to do. Practice a lot until you get really comfortable with him. I gotta say, the wall mechanic is something that's really, really fun. Obviously, there's another playstyle where you learn this as first ability and try to block the mid wave. I talk about. I think that's another strategy you can do. Right here, I try to block La Pull-Up with escape path, but he just kind of jumped away. So when he jumped away, it's just kind of like not able to do anything anymore, right? Here, I try to spot Gord, and Gord come in. Actually, I immediately blocked his escape path, use my ultimate, and use my first ability, and looks how much damage you're able to do. But Gord was a buffed Gord, actually able to do so much damage, even though he didn't stack that much. Passive. The passive changed to wherever for tick, you're gonna get an extra proc of magic burst, magic damage burst. That's insane, and that's why Gord does a lot of damage now. You can just use her ult to still do insane amount of damage. At the same time, the Gord still have no mobility, right? That's why people don't really pick him. And as you can see, I wasn't able to block him successfully, but I used my ult and instantly took away half his HP, and I'm able to dive tower here based on next to a wall. I got a lot of magic and physical defense, even though the tower does true damage, but I wasn't really afraid because I'm really tanky. And here Rafaela, I was gonna block Rafaela towards us, but I blocked her away, so that was quite unfortunate. Still though, it was a good mechanic in a sense. Luckily we blocked her out, so we can actually pay more attention just to push the tower here, which we did successfully. At this point we already have 25% cooldown reduction, and you will see us taking down Oracle after this Demon's Advent, right? Demon's Advent. Here once again combo to see Rafaela's HP was insane, and obviously I was able to dodge that stun from Rafaela by getting close to the wall and use my first ability, muted crowd control once again, right? Another thing that if you don't know, your second ability when you cast it, it's also counted as a wall. So when you get closer to your own wall, you also become immune and get extra movement speed and all that kind of good stuff. And from this gameplay, it was actually kind of random, but we noticed that Grok and Cyclops can be a really good combo, because imagine Cyclops, ulti someone, so they are rooted, they can't really move, and you got a Grock on top of it, put a wall right behind you, because a lot of times when moving target, it's really hard to set up the wall. Here we blocked Gord from escape path. We come in with the ultimate, and Gord was like, what do I do now? And he just instantly evaporated once again. Just really strong, like also more than strong, really fun combo. Here we blocked two of them. Obviously I don't have ultimate. If I did, I still wouldn't go in. So it was kind of, because obviously under a tower, and I'm not that tanky yet. I have Dominance Eyes, which give me some armor, which does nothing to tower here. And here we noticed that obviously my goal is Arathel, but I accidentally used my ultimate on the long wall there in the mid lane, which is a mistake. But it takes time to get used to, and the new map is really one of those things, right? Here, what I did was I said run, and then I used the wall to block the entrance, so they couldn't chase our teammates. That was a noble move by Dave. Not really, because I knew it was kind of dead, so I told him to run away and block the chase path. It was something it make you feel really honorable, and it's a lot of fun. And obviously, right now, even with 25 cooldown reduction, 30% cooldown reduction, as you can see, by the way, we're playing with Boom, Cyclops Boom, right? If you don't know, if you actually watch our live stream, you will know who he is. Really cute guy. Young, very young, right? In his 10th, second decade of his life. So not like us, we're in the third decade. Here we notice that Look at the damage. We notice that Arathel was off positioning, try to get back to base, and we use our second ability, block her escape path once again, and come in with the ultimate, and that explosion just blow her up, you know. With one more first ability follow up, and she just instantly died, you know. And afterwards, we're gonna come here to be annoying, but Cyclops on the side, got a kill on the gourd, and she had to escape. And if you don't know, by the way, they changed the map where the second tower and the first tower in mid lane have a little gap in between. You can actually walk past them without taking any damage, which is something that we already know, you know, because we played a lot of games. But for a lot of people that just watch this, or you didn't know that, now you do. You can actually escape using this escape path. You can actually pass through mid and second tower without taking damage, because you notice there's a gap here. Here we notice that both of them, you know, got stuck over here, instantly ulted and used Petrify on top of it, and our team just come in for the easy cleanup. And like I said, it's just, you know, whenever you do that kind of stuff, it's just really fun. Like it's really it feels really good when you pull that off. You block them, they're not able to run, and you ulti on top of it. And you see Alucard typing Leo 66666. It means like awesome, you know, great play, or good job in Chinese, right? So something that you can use in your future gameplays, right? But yeah, so far with Grock, by the way, I take Petrify, because what I imagine to do is use my ultimate jump in and petrify the enemy team. So give another Chin CC effect, right? And after that, we come to the Lord, and here is just a little practice of my wall. As you can see, I've tried to block the Lord, which he's not really going out anyways, but you know, I set a little wall over here, so Alucard and I can have some alone time inside the wall. But this actually looks really funny that you're able to block a little circle, so it looks like a circle, right? And after that, and you will notice that I'm constantly using my first ability, and whenever my first ability is off, whenever I use it, it comes off cooldown again. Here I use my second ability, block Arathel once again, and come in with my ultimate. And you see how tanky I am next to the wall? Gourd is almost killing the Cyclops here. I don't even have too much magic resist item. I don't have any magic resist item. And I was able to be so tanky just because I'm next to the wall. It give you, once you're level 15, it give you 180 armor and 180 magic resist. And by the way, that's not something that you should look down, underestimate. That's why you don't have to build so many tank items, because like Grock's naturally tankiness is already really good. Okay, from his passive. And here I'm waiting for someone to be off position here. So I see Cyclops using ultimate. I instantly follow up with an ultimate on top of it, but unfortunately it wasn't in time because I'm a noob. So after that user, we're gonna quickly go to other lanes and clean wave right here. And as you can see, I don't know, I misclicked. This is the game that where I misclicked buying item. I was quite confused on what I was getting, because it just, most of the items that I'm getting right now doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Saber is able to escape from the other side of the wall, so we can't chase any further. But I used my ultimate because I noticed someone was in here, and I got myself to super low. I blocked once again Arathel's escape path, and my first ability, this one ability here, and you see Arathel just died, right? And he got solo killed by tank, by Grock, completely. You know, if you don't know the influence of that, that's basically saying that that's basically Oda Kai, right? You can solo any ADC, or squish in the backline if you pin them to the wall and use a second ability, first ability, yeah. Now here is the exact same thing, you know. You can use your ultimate and you do a lot of damage. First, second ability block their escape pass, and the first ability does loads of damage, couple thousand late game. On top of that, you can use it all the time, and it immunes you to any crowd control effects. That's why we built full cooldown reduction, because it's so good. And here's when I realized I was like, I think I was building the wrong thing. So I decided to sell the armor item, the armor components, and get the components for immortality. As you can see, I'm getting right now. I see the enemy pushing the mid lane. Obviously, I'm all by myself, so I did not want to go in there. But because I'm next to the wall, I'm not really afraid of them. You know, I'm gonna use my wall to block them. Saber jumped on me, but I have my first ability. You can see that I used my first ability and dodged Raphael's ultimate. Not dodged, but didn't get crowd control by that. So right after that, I'm gonna use my wall to block Arathel. As you can see, he's a little I don't know where to go, kind of lost direction. After that, we successfully purchased our immortality, and we see Zilong pushing mid, but they go ahead and win for top to defend the tower there, and the tower is really low, which is kind of shame that Zilong died, was not able to push the wave successfully. And our team was calling GG, but they realized that that wasn't a successful push. So we have no choice but just quickly clean the wave. And I absolutely love the fact that whenever I use my first ability, I just get a lot bigger. Like, it looks so cute. And here obviously you get ulted, I mean first second ability by Gord. And you can see he still does a lot of damage. And I have to go home right now because I'm super low. Like super duper low. You know, even though I'm very tanky next to a wall there, still I'm taking a lot of damage. So I'm just keep on casting my first ability because I don't really care, and it looks really good. So, and now I'm actually getting my Oracle, my last item. But I recommend getting Oracle early on, you know, because it give you every 8 seconds give you 4% back once you're getting hit. So it's really good for sustain when you're in a fight, and also it's good magic resist. And like I said, they give you 10% cooldown reduction. So. To get it 40%, right? Here I'm going to use my ability to clean the wave really fast, but I realize the fight already happening, so I'm going to ignore that little cannon minion, come to the fight over here, and we notice that I got ulted here by Rafaela, but Grock going to stay on the wall there, so I instantly just use ultimate instead of throwing my wall. And here I'm going to throw my wall to stop Rafaela from retreating, but I really want to focus on Gord, and I saw Gord was off position, so we instantly killed Gord. And Lapu showed up, same as Rafaela here. I thought she was going to go to the other direction. I'm going to throw my second ability onto the escape path, but she's still able to get away. Lapu was not so fortunate, so he died. And with that, 3 people died, and it's our perfect opportunity for us to push. And we got a Lord coming on the bottom lane also. Good job for our team to getting that Lord. In fact, in a Lord collapse kind of team fight, it's really important that you get that. And here you can see that Rafaela and this guy is out position again. I'm gonna use my ultimate, see how much damage I'm able to do on Arathel. And like, I'm all by myself, you know, I'm all by myself, and Arathel just gonna, you know, die right here from Alakar's ultimate. And then just all by myself, able to get Arathel to super low. And here I'm in tower lock mode. I'm gonna ignore the Gord here, one more auto attack. In fact, that will win us the game. So let me know, guys, in the comment section, what do you guys think about cooldown reduction Grock? I have a feeling that this champion will take time to get used to, but because of the buff where he's immune to Grock control when he casts first ability next to the wall, I think he's instantly relevant in the meta. In fact, I see a lot of pro team in North America, including Ghost, practicing Grock, and I highly recommend you do the same, because this champion is a lot of fun and really impactful and does so much damage in a team fight. So with that, guys, hit a like and subscribe, join Team Assassination. This is Assassin Dave signing off. See you guys next time.